Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send AI generated product recommendations after purchase via Stripe. So let's suppose I am running an online business and I am collecting all my payments with the help of Stripe. I want that whenever there is a new payment in Stripe, automatically I should generate the product recommendation with the help of my AI agent. Here I am going to use my AI agent as OpenAI and then I am going to send this with the help of Gmail. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Stripe, OpenAI and Gmail. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever there will be payment successful in my Stripe, automatically I am going to generate the product recommendation with the help of OpenAI and then I am going to send it with the help of Gmail. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can send AI generated product recommendation after there is a payment in my Stripe. Now I'm going to create an amazing workflow using Pabbly Connect where I'm simply going to build connection between Stripe, OpenAI and Gmail. So this is the landing page of Pabbly and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before signing in to our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select the classic and then I'm going to name this workflow as send AI generated product recommendations after purchase via Stripe, and now I need to select my folder. Now these are the folders which have been created and here I'm going to select it as all automations and then simply click on create. So here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. Trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send the AI generated product recommendations, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new payment from Stripe, automatically the product recommendation will be generated using AI, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new payment, this complete workflow here will get triggered because trigger says when this happens. So when this payment happens in Stripe and action says do this, then generate the product recommendation and send that product recommendation with the help of Gmail. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Stripe and then in my action application, I will be taking OpenAI and then Gmail. So here in my trigger application, I'm going to take Stripe and in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new charge. Now I need to make connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Stripe with Pabbly Connect. Reading this help desk, I'm going to follow the help desk given below and create this connection. And to do this, I'm going to open my Stripe account. So this is my Stripe account, and as you can see that I'm in a test mode. Now on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I will open the developers on the left bottom, and from here I have to go towards the webhooks. Now here I'm going to click on this add destination, and then I'm going to select the API version as the latest API version. So this is the latest API version which I've selected, and then in the event I have to search for charge succeeded. So here it is written in this help desk that I have to go with this charge succeeded. So I have selected it, and now I'm going to click on this continue, and then I have to enter this webhook endpoint. So I'm going to click on this continue, and then I'm going to go back towards my workflow, copy this webhook URL, and I'm going to paste that webhook URL over here. In the description, let's say I'm going to write product recommendation, and then I'm going to click on this create destination. So you will see that I have successfully added this webhook URL to my Stripe account, and here it is, we have added this. Now if I go back to my workflow, you can see over here it is waiting for webhook response, and under this it is written. Now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, and which means that I have to do a payment. If I do this payment and I receive that response here in this workflow, then this shows the connection setup which we have created between Pabbly Connect and Stripe with the help of this webhook URL, that is working fine. I'm going to go towards the Stripe, and I'm going to go towards my payment links on the left hand side itself. Now over here I have this product by the name digital marketing. So I'm going to copy the URL and I'm going to paste it in a new tab. And over here I'm going to fill in some dummy details. So let's suppose my name is current@pablitudes.com, and then I'm going to enter my card details. So here I have entered all these details. Current@pablitudes.com is the email address. The name is current user. I have selected the country. I have entered my card information. I'm going to click on this subscribe. And here I'm going to fill in some address details. I have entered my address as Old Street, Bhopal. Pin code is this. State is Madhya Pradesh. I'm again going to click on this subscribe. And here it is, we have successfully made this payment. Now I'm going to open my workflow and check whether I have received all these details there or not. And here it is, I have received the response. Just 3 seconds ago, I have received the response. This charge is succeeded. I'm going to scroll down and let's check the other response. Here we have filled the name as current user. Email address was current@pablitudes.com. We have received the same address details, and then we have received the amount which we have paid. Now over here, I have made the payment for 1000, but we have received the response as 1 lakh. This is because JSON does not accept the decimal value, and we can format this later. Now over here I have received all the response here in this workflow after making the payment, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Stripe and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. And now whenever you are going to get a new payment, you will start capturing that response here in this workflow. I'm using this account in a test mode, but when you will be in live mode also, you will get all the response of the payment done in your workflow following the same steps. So the steps are same, the connection setup is same, and with the help of this setup only you are going to get the response. Now as soon as I have received the payment, this was a trigger application. So now in my action application, I am going to take OpenAI, with the help of which I am going to generate the mail and the product recommendation. Now if you want to get the subject and the body of the mail separately, you can use the structured AI output, or if you want to get the body of the mail, you can simply select it as ChatGPT. I just want the body of the mail, so I am going to select the event as ChatGPT and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on add new new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I am going to enter this token and I am going to click on the hyperlink here, and it will take me towards the API keys page. To create a new API key, you simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, you have to provide the name. The name is test, the project will be default project, and the permissions will be all. And then you simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you need to copy and simply paste that over here. Now here, as I have already an existing connection, I have created this connection multiple times, so I am going to save this, and OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect. Now I am going to enter the AI model. In this drop down, you can find all the AI model. I am going to select it as GPT-4o mini. So I am going to select this. You can select your AI model according to your choice and preference, and then you have to enter the prompt. Now, whatever prompt you are entering, you are going to get the response according to that. So, I have received the response from the Stripe. I am going to enter that these are my products and please send the product recommendation mail. Please generate a product recommendation mail. And whatever I am going to write in my prompt, I am going to get the same exact response. You can enhance your prompt according to your choice and preference and requirement. I'm going to enter my prompt like. So here I have written my prompt like, a customer named this just purchased a course. I have entered all the product catalog, and then I have entered please suggest 3 digital products they might also like, and then write the reason also. Now give me the body of the mail, remove subject, write ABC company in the end. So these are the requirements. I want these things in my mail, so I have entered the prompt accordingly. Over here, to make this create this mail dynamic, I am going to remove this and I am going to enter the name of the customer who has made the payment in Stripe, but I am not going to enter like this. I am not going to enter it manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from Stripe, and when I click on this field, I can see the Stripe. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. I'm going to enter the name of the customer, which was current user, and by this I have mapped this. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after that I have entered all the details, I am simply going to click on save and send test request, and let's wait for the response here. So here I have received the response. In this message content, I have my response: dear current user, we are thrilled to have you on board with our course. Then it has suggested 3 products, courses, and then it has written best ABC company. Like I have provided in my prompt, it has provided me that same result. Now this is a very perfect mail which I can send to this customer. This is a custom mail, so I'm going to send this mail with the help of Gmail. I'm going to click on add action step button, and in my action application I'm going to search for Gmail. In my action event, I'm going to select it as send email and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Gmail. Choose your Gmail account, and after choosing that account, you need to grant away the permission, for which you simply need to click on allow. Here you will see authorization is successful, Gmail is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So over here, first I'm going to map the email address of this person who I have received the response in Stripe. So I'm going to simply click on this field like previously we have done. I'm going to click on the Stripe, and the email address was this, current@pabblytutor.com. The CC/BCC will remain blank. The sender name, I'm not going to enter the sender name. In the email subject, I'm going to write, here is the product recommendation for you. After this, I'm not replying to anyone. I will skip this. The email content type is plain. If you are entering it in a HTML format, you have to select the content type in HTML only. Over here, I'm going to select the plain. I'm going to send the plain content. So I'm going to select the type as plain only. In the email content, I am going to map the response which I have received from this OpenAI. Now, I'm not sending any file name or the attachment, so I'm going to skip this. But if you are sending, please make sure that it does not exceed the given limit given over here. Now, here I have simply entered all the required details. I'm going to execute this workflow. So I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and let's wait for the response. Here I have received the response. This response is a positive one. The mail has been sent. Let me quickly open my mailbox and check whether I have received the response there or not. And here it is. We can see that we have received this mail. Here is the product recommendation for you. This was the subject and this was the entire mail. We can see that we have just received this mail 0 minutes ago. This is the same mail and we have sent the custom mail. And this was the same mail here. So now to summarize, we took Stripe as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new payment, and as soon as we do that, we wanted to generate the product recommendation with the help of AI. Here we took OpenAI, generated the response, and then we sent that mail with the help of Gmail. This is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Stripe, OpenAI and Gmail with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.